Welcome to Customs Breeze, where filling out your customs form is easy breezy and in the comfort of your own home. Today, we're going to be looking at USPS customs form. As you can see, I have already pulled up to the site and I'm on the first step of the form. The form is in 14 steps and it's a really simple form to fill out. So we're going to get right into it. So I filled out the all other international countries. You can choose to fill out any one of these sections, um, whatever is of your needs, requirements, and also take note of the asterisk, and that indicates that they are required sections. So throughout this form, in each and every section, make sure that you fill out the sections that have the star next to it. And then whatever section that doesn't, you have the choice to either fill it out or not. I'm going to press continue. Step 2. Step 2 is your destination. Where are you shipping to? I chose France. And the great thing about this is that you can either type in the whole thing, or as you're typing, it will give suggestions. And as you see your suggestion, the suggested country, you can click on it and it'll fill it into the box. This section 3 is a really great section because it's going to give you a list of what is prohibited and what is restricted based on the country that you're shipping from and shipping to. Because I am shipping from the United States and I'm shipping to France, it's giving me all those particular options. And you can click on this left-hand side and it'll show you. The first one is already showing you for the United States in the prohibited section. Now let's see what the prohibited section for France looks like. And here it is, they give you a list. And the same it goes for restricted for the United States and restricted for France. So that gives you an idea of what you need to bring or not to bring. Step 4. Step 4 is about your package, the pounds and the value, and other details. But as I said before, whatever starred is required, whatever is asterisked is required. So the value is required. Everything else is up to you to fill it out or not. But I chose to fill out the weight because it gives me an idea for the next step. Also, just to give you a heads up, I filled out this entire form, all 14 steps. The 14th step really is the printing out the label. But I filled it out ahead of time so you get an idea of what to expect as we go along with filling out this form. So I know that because I filled out the pounds and the ounces, it for the next step, that information is used for further information. So let me scroll down. And so pounds, value, filled out. The other sections, if I chose to fill it out, if you choose to fill it out, you can, or you don't have to. And I left this section open. Okay. So as I said before, based on the information that I filled out earlier, because of that, USPS has boxes that would fit my pounds. So they have boxes, they're saying, hey, based on the pounds and ounces that you have told us, and based on the value, we have pre-made boxes for you. So for me, that works. But for you, it might not work. You might have something that's a little heftier, a little bigger, a little heavier, and they don't have those pre-made boxes. Because of that, you're going to have to give the height, the weight, the girth, so that the cost can be calculated based on those measurements. But for me, and based on my measurements of my package, I can use their pre-made boxes. So I'm choosing the lowest price, which is the 7805, but they also have another option for me. But I choose not to have this other option because later on you'll see what I have in my package would not fit in this Priority Mail Express. What I have would more fit into this than into this. And those are the things that you have to keep in mind as well. Okay, as you can see, Priority Mail International has been selected. Step 6. Step 6 is the customs form section where you have to fill out the sender information. So this is your personal information. The person who is sending it needs to fill out this area. And if you're sending it on behalf of a company, then you have to fill out this company section. So make sure that you have your name, your address, your zip code, state, city, and phone number all in place. Email is optional. Next is the destination address, name, all the other pertinent information for where you're sending it. Okay. Okay. So here we have this section is important that you pay attention to because if something happens to your package, say that it doesn't get to its destination, you want it to be returned back to you. So I highly suggest that you select return to sender as opposed to the second choice, which is treat as abandoned. That means they'll do anything to it. It's not coming back to you. So make sure that you select the return to sender if that's what you want to do. Okay, and this is about what your package is all about. What are the contents? So I chose gifts, but it could be documents, it could be merchandise, returned goods, humanitarian donations, whatever is on this list. If it pertains to you, then you make the selection. Additionally, I made a description of what is in my package. Now, this section 10, step 10, are you a commercial sender? Yes or no? Also, I wanted to give you a heads up because you'll see in this form they'll use acronyms, and you may not know what they mean. So, as you can see, they have a HS tariff, and a HS tariff is basically a harmonized system. Um, it's um, it's an internationally standardized system of names and numbers to classify traded products. So keep that in mind because they're going to ask you for an HS tariff code, and but they give you a list, so no worries. Step 11. Now here we go. HS tariff number. So you can look up your HS tariff code based on your description, because that's what the code is all about. It's a classification of the item that you have. So based on that, they'll give you a number. So because I had put a wool casual jacket, they have a code for a casual jacket. So, and this is the number that they gave me, the 6202.090.0090. And you may have something different, so they'll give you HS tariff number based on that. So you'll see that they have a section here that that they'll have you fill out, and they'll pull up the code within this. So as you're filling it out, they give you information that's very clear along the way. So no worries. Okay. So now I'm going to continue, and it's just going to give me information about what I have here. Do you understand and accept these restrictions? So because I have something that is wool, there's a restriction on it, but it's not anything that I need to even worry about. It's just giving me a heads up, and I was like, yeah, I understand the information. I dig it. So, um, yeah. I suggest that you read everything that they pull up, familiarize yourself with what their requirements are and also what the lingo is so that you know. Okay, so again, they have AES, export options, and AES stands for automatic export system, just so you know. And this really is it's the next to last step, but it really is the last step as far as filling out anything. So this section is a review section. Step 13 is a review section. So in this section, you need to make sure that you have filled out everything correctly, and they give you the option to go back and edit in each section separately. That's a good thing. So just make sure that you look and you haven't filled out the wrong thing or put in the wrong thing by mistake. But if you did, you have the option to edit it. And you just scroll down, you go, okay, this looks good, this looks good. Now this next section, I'm not going to hit it because then it just puts me into the labeling section. But just know that the last step is your label. It'll give you a barcode. It'll print out the address to the sender and also the recipient. And then you just take that information to the post office. So I hope that this video was informative and that you got everything that you needed to get from it. And I hope that you visit our other videos and you give this a thumbs up and you subscribe. And don't forget, our website is customsbreeze.com. That's CUSTOMSBREEZE.com. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day and see you next time.